In today's video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing this brand new HD wireless security camera system right after this. If you are new to my channel and would like to stay up to date with the latest tips and tricks for Amazon Fire devices and product reviews, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon for future notifications. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So a company by the name of CamCamp has decided to send me this awesome HD wireless security camera system for the purpose of the review. So here we are. So they sent us very nice unit, which includes 4 cameras, a huge 10-inch IPS display monitor with a built-in 500 gig hard drive, and also explain more into that once I show you guys what's in the box, and then I'll show you how wonderful the app is and all the features that are built in with this awesome camera system. So the model number of this camera system is SC37, and as you can see here, it says HD wireless security camera system. The size of the box doesn't really have any more information other than how to contact the company via email on this other side. As you can see right there, there's also a QR code for a Facebook page, just in case you guys need any technical support, or just in case you need to reach out to them for any reason, or have any questions or comments. You can go ahead and scan that QR code. But there's also their email address, which is sc@umail.com. You can also reach out to the company that way, and just in case you have any questions or whatnot, should something arise, you know. So I first wanted to say to CamCamp, thank you so much. I really appreciate it for you guys sponsoring the channel one more time. That's greatly appreciated, for sending me these very cool security camera systems. And I honestly think you guys have a great a great lineup when it comes to security cameras, whether they are solar powered or a plug-in or battery powered. Now this unit is a plug-in, so which I'll get to show you guys here in a minute. So thank you so much again, CamCamp, for sending me this great product of yours. So let me go ahead and take out everything out the box, guys, so I can show you exactly what comes inside this box. Then I'll show you how awesome this 10-inch display is and how many features it has. It's pretty amazing. Alright guys, so before I take everything outside the box, you can see how well tight packed this wireless HD security system is. You have 4 cameras, a huge 10-inch display monitor, which is an IPS display monitor, and a whole bunch of accessories on the box, on the white box that's on the right hand side corner. So I just want to show you guys how well packed this is, so that way there's no damage or whatnot during transport. So you can tell CamCamp really cares about its customers. Alright guys, so now that I went ahead and unpacked pretty much everything outside the box, you can see these very nice, beautiful IP67 waterproof technology wireless HD 2K security cameras. We have a set of 4. I believe there's a 2-pack if I'm not mistaken. You'll have to double check the website, but they sent me the 4-pack, which is very cool. And so yeah, this is very nice. You can see that each camera has dual lenses and also has very bright LED 6 LED floodlights on each single camera. And these antennas are, you can take them up and down. Of course, you can move them depending on your on your preference. And these cameras, as you can see, this is moving right and left. So these cameras are PTZ cameras. PTZ stands for pan, tilt, and zoom, which I'll show you that in the app while recording or during a live feed. And these cameras are very straightforward. Here is a QR code. I believe this is to add the camera onto the Cloud Eye 365 free application that they provide from the Google Play Store, or if you have an iPhone, you can also download and install that. I'll talk about that later on in the video during the actual demo. And the camera comes with all the accessories. So here is the 2 pre-drilled screws on top, and I believe there is so there's only 2 pre-drilled screws on each of the camera, and all the cameras are exactly the same. They all have 6 LED bright floodlights and also dual lenses. And the cameras are waterproof, and these are 2K HD cameras with night vision, by the way, which is very cool. So that's the cameras. I'm just going to call them my little minions. As you can see, I mean, there's so many cameras on my table, I'm actually running out of space, right? That's funny. So this is the 10-inch display, and this bad boy, I'm trying to get this in the frame for you guys. And it actually has dual antennas that go up and down. And this, I'm going to turn this monitor on here in just a few minutes for you guys. But this is a big display. This is the biggest display that I've actually seen on an HD wireless security camera system, period. I mean, if you don't want to use Wi-Fi, you can see all of your cameras right on this 10-inch monitor, and it's really, it truly is a high definition display, and it comes very handy, and also comes with a mouse. I'll show you that here in a minute. But speaking of the features, but actually, before we talk about more features about the monitor, because it's got so many great benefits to it, I want to show you the rest of what else comes in the box. So this system from CamCamp, again, the model number of this security camera system is the SC37. It comes with a very nice user manual, and it's actually in color. And as you can see, it actually shows you, actually takes you step-by-step guide. And this is a very nice, this is actually one of the nicest user manuals that's printed in color. That's actually a good size for the customer. So, and as you can see there, this is where you download the application. If you have an iPhone, of course, you scan the QR code that's for iOS. And if you have an Android phone, you scan the one on the right hand side. And that's to get the free application, which is also called Cloud Eye 365, just in case you lose this booklet and whatnot. But yeah, very nice user manual. So I'll get that out of the way. You also get a 100% satisfaction thank you card. Again, they have support. They have a YouTube channel when you scan this QR code with your camera. And they also have a Facebook page, just in case you have any questions or technical support, or just in case if anything comes up and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and put this aside, and I'll push this monitor way back here. And now there's another big box. Well, it's not very big, but it's got plenty of goodies in it. What's in here is that you get the power cable, you get the power adapter. This big one is for the monitor itself. Of course, there's only one of those. And here's a bunch of anchors. Is that what they're called? Yeah. These are anchors and the screws to mount the cameras. So they got you covered there. I mean, they really give you everything that you guys need. And here is all the power adapters. And let's see. Now, these smaller power adapters, these are for the cameras. The big power adapter, which is sitting right here on my table, that's for the big monitor. So you can't really, and I don't think they even fit each other when I tried to do that. So you can't actually plug this adapter into the monitor by accident because it just doesn't fit. The charging port is actually different. It's actually much smaller on these. So, and this is the mouse, because this monitor is so advanced, you'll get to see how many different features. And I mean, it's a very high-tech 10-inch IPS display, and I was pretty amazed. I was like, wow, there's plenty of features. You can almost use the cameras without the app, and I mean, you can view all 4 cameras, and that monitor does support up to 10 channels. So if you have 10 cameras, you can if you purchase 6 more cameras, you can just connect to this 10-inch display, and you should be good to go. And then, of course, if you install the Cloud Eye 365 app that they offer for free, you can even have more freedom there using Wi-Fi. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But basically, this USB mouse, you'll need that in order to use that 10-inch display. So we'll put that aside, and then really the rest of the box is just more of the adapters. I mean, there's 3 more chargers for the camera, of course, and these are the power adapters inside. So no need to go over that. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the great features, what's actually physical on the back of the 10-inch IPS display. Alright guys, so now that we have the monitor on the main screen, this is a 10-inch IPS display, which is super clear. It's got the antennas right on top. You can actually move them up and down to get better connectivity, or it's probably to better have them facing up rather than sideways, especially if you have the cameras far away from the monitor, because you can actually use this 10-inch IPS display without any Wi-Fi or anything. The cameras, they automatically sync with this 10-inch display, so you can actually get a live feed or record or really change any other option that you want on the cameras or the monitor itself without using any Wi-Fi or your smartphone. So, which is very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these out the way. So that way we can talk about features. So looking at the back of the monitor, you can see that this has a very nice stand, that's how this monitor is able to stand, depending on how you want to view whether you have it in your bedroom, or or wherever you have it around the house or on the counter. And what's really nice about this monitor is that it's not only a 10-inch IPS display, but this bad boy also has a built-in 500 gigabyte hard drive. So you can store all of your pictures, screenshots, videos right on this hard drive without using the paid cloud service, or really without even using the app if you choose not to. But of course, the app always comes beneficial, which is an extra option. It's a very nice, rich feature when it comes to having a wireless security camera system, or really any security camera system, period. And then we have, looks like we have two different QR codes. It seems like this one is for their, let's see, it looks like this one is for tech support. This one here on the left-hand side. And there's a phone number and whatnot and an email address. So if you have any issues, you scan that QR code. And then if you, I believe this QR code is probably to add the monitor to the system. I'm not too sure. I didn't need to. I did not need to scan this into the app, but I'm sure this comes handy when if you decide to purchase one of these units. And of course, we have a power button right here. This is used to turn on and off. This is a toggle button for on and off for the monitor itself. And on the side of the monitor, if you look over here, I'm gonna go ahead and start right on top. This is where the power cord plugs in right here. This is a USB, like a legacy USB port. And then we also have a pretty cool feature, which is a built-in HDMI port. So most likely you're able to plug this into a TV or even a bigger monitor. That way you get to view your cameras and on the big screen. And there's also a built-in Ethernet port right in here. And there's also a micro SD card slot here to store your images and videos and whatnot. Even though this 10-inch IPS display has a built-in 500 gigabyte hard drive, which, as you can see, that's where most likely this is where it's stored right here. And I'm pretty sure it's also replaceable, way down the road, years from now, if you were to buy one of these units. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in this unit, and I'll just go ahead and plug in, I guess, maybe one of these cameras, just to show you as an example before I go ahead and mount these 4 cameras. And then I'll go ahead and show you what the application can do, which is very nice. So this USB port here on the right hand side of the monitor that I just mentioned, this one right here, that's actually where the mouse actually plugs into, so you can actually control your 10-inch display using that mouse. Alright, so I went ahead and powered on, plugged in the 10-inch display into the power cord, and as you can see here, you can actually see your four different cameras all live at the same time once you have the cameras plugged into the power source. Of course, I don't have them at the moment, but I will here in just a few minutes. But I just want to show you using this small USB mouse, which works great, by the way. You can see a bunch of different options on the bottom left. On the bottom of the screen of the monitor. So you can see that the time and date on the bottom left. You can see every time there you go. So every time you move the mouse, you get to see different these options on I guess on the taskbar, maybe you want to call, or whatever you want to call that. Let's call it the taskbar. On the bottom, you get to see a bunch of options. So if you want to, for example, say view camera number 1, you just double click on the first one, and that makes that camera on full screen. If you want to go back to a view of four cameras at the same time, you double click again, and that goes back to 4 cameras at once. And then right down here, you get to view. Let's see. So this is the playback option. Here, this is the plus button is the add camera option. Right here is the split screen option. So if you click on that, you have 6 different, and it's showing you example. Let's just say we want to view. This is the 10, oh wow, actually this is the 10 channel view point of view. So there's 8 on the bottom and 2 on top. Wow, very nice. I did not expect that. I know the box did say supports up to 10 channels, which is this is great. This is actually a first, to be honest. So, or you can do this one main camera, or you can do 4 at a time, or you can do, let's click on this one, or you can do 3, 4, 5, or you can do 6 cameras. You can do whatever you like, or you can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do 8 cameras. This is the 10 channels right here, or no, this is 9 cameras. Or the last option on the right hand side is the 10 channels, or 10 cameras, I should say. And then here, this is the setup. So once you click on that, this is system setup. Once you click on that, and it says enter password. Oh, apparently, wow, you can actually change the credentials. It looks like by default the username is admin and the password is most likely admin. So you can change these, so just in case someone comes over, or your cousin or relative or friend, that way they cannot change your security system just by touching the mouse and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and click log in, and of course you want to change your username and your password. Once you do that, you don't want to forget those, because you don't want to lock yourself out. And here you can see the system display, or excuse me, system setup. We have general setup, network, account app, we have camera, diagnostics, help and support, we have time and date on the top right, we have storage setup. Wow, very nice. You can also this is the reset button. Now this monitor is not touchscreen unlike other monitors that they sell, but this is where the mouse comes very handy. And as you can see, I'm just going right and left, which is very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this. Actually, the way we get out of this, let's see, if you double click, oh, you just go back on the top left, and there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change the display back to, so to plug in one of these cameras is very simple. There's a cable coming out of one of the cameras from the bottom, from the back end. You just plug in the power cable into it, and you can hear the camera. It just clicked. It does like a self-test. Once you plug in every single camera every single time, it just does that momentarily, maybe like 5 or 10 seconds of that. And now I believe this should be camera number 1. Oh, actually it's at camera number 4. Okay, so that's no big deal. So basically, if I want to view this camera on the bottom, camera number 4, if I want to make that full screen, you just move the mouse to it and you double click, and that makes it full screen, as you can see right there. If you want to go back to the screen of 4 cameras being viewed at the same time, you just left click again, double click, and that goes back to the 4 cameras, which is very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and mount these cameras, and I'll show you, we'll talk about more about the application and the Cloud Eye 365 app and the benefits of having that using Wi-Fi, because using the 10-inch IPS display, you do not need Wi-Fi. But if you have Wi-Fi and you have internet, of course, around your house or around your office or your business, the app comes very handy as well. So you have the benefits of using the free app that they provide and the 10-inch display at the same time, which is great. Honestly, it does not get any better if you ask me. So let's go ahead and do that. I went and installed the cameras, just a temporary installation, just to show you how good of a quality in standard definition and high definition as well, when the lights are on and whatnot. So once you have installed the cameras and have pre-connected them to the Cloud Eye 365 app that's available in the Google Play Store and for Apple users as well, you can go ahead and open the app. I'm going to go ahead and open that. And now this is the main screen of the application. I actually renamed my camera to CamCamp SC37. That's the model number, the SC37. And of course, like I said earlier in the video, they do offer a 1 year of free cloud storage, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna click on that coupon because I'm just not gonna do that now because I don't want to make the video any longer for you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead straight to the point. So once you are ready to view your cameras, right now I actually have all 4 cameras plugged in and turned on. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, and as you can see, now these cameras are in the basement and I'm all the way upstairs, and you can see how fast these cameras just connected to the application. Now if you want to switch from standard definition right here on the left to high definition, you just click on HD, and now we're in HD. And then if you want to change the settings of the settings icon, the wheel is on the right top corner right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and in here you can change, you can rename your device, you can see the firmware, you can see the base station is connected, which I'm gonna show you the 10-inch display here in just a moment. Right now I just want to show the app. There's motion detection alerts, push message settings, recording settings, screen and sound settings, PTZ control, which is pan, tilt, and zoom, storage settings. I haven't set up the cloud yet. I'm just not going to do it because I'm not going to do it for the purpose of this demonstration. I just want to show you what kind of options you have in the app. There's advanced settings. I'm going to click on that. There's signal strength as medium. Remember guys, these cameras are a good 60-70 feet away, so I'm going to click back, and they are in the basement. Okay. About this device, you can share the device with other people and help and live chat as well. Or if you want to delete the channel, you can delete that, and that will delete the cameras from the application. But if you want to play them, actually I do want to show you guys before I go ahead and play. There's this option right here on the left. There is the second one right next to HD. I'm going to click on that, and you can change. You can make it 1 camera. You can make it 4 cameras. You can make it 6 cameras, 8, 9, or 13. But the CamCamp SC37 does provide, you can go up to 10 channels, basically up to 10 cameras. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on the 4 4 screen cameras, and then here's the volume. So right now the volume is on, so you can either have it muted or you can have it turned on. I'm gonna keep it muted just in case I get echo or something. And if you want to take a screenshot, you just hit the camera button right here. And as you can see, screenshot success. There goes your screenshot. That's going to be saved onto my phone. And if you want to record, you just click record. And now you can see it's recording 3 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording. Okay. And if you want to make this full screen, you can click on the right icon all the way on the right hand side, and that will change the orientation. And as you guys can see, we have camera 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you want to zoom, if you want to make camera number 1 full screen, you just double click on that, and there it is in full screen. Or you can hit the back button, and let's just say you want to make, actually, if you double click anywhere on the screen, it goes back to the 4. Actually, that's going to zoom in. Yeah, if you quickly double click on the screen while in full screen mode, it goes back to the original 4 camera setup. So let's go ahead and double click on camera 2. Okay, and now of course this is pan, tilt, and zoom. So if I want to move the camera on the left or on the right, so as you can see, I'm using the navigation menu on the left hand side. You can see the cable there in the way. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna keep, and you see how responsive this is. It's very cool, considering I am so far away from these cameras. Okay, so I'm gonna double click, and of course if you want to zoom in, this is 1x on the bottom, or you can move that dial into say 2x. Oh, there you go. I was actually doing it the wrong way. So 2x, we have 3x, we have all the way up to 10x. Wow, that's very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead back to 1x. Okay, you can see how fast, again, and responsive this is. So I'm going to double click on the screen, and that's going to go back to the original 4 screen format. And now I'm going to go ahead and click on the top right side icon to put the app back into the to get back to the main screen of the application. So let's see. So on the bottom we have the cloud storage right here. And I think this goes to the cloud. Yeah, this shows you, okay, CamCamp SC37. So here's their monthly plans: $2.99, $4.99 a month, or $15.99 a month. Well, you know, they got a bunch of plans. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and back up, and here the events are right where it says events on the bottom left. No alarm message, view help. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and back up, and then there's presets, and then there's more, where it says more on the bottom right. I'm gonna go ahead here. You can click on, you can put on cruise, you can do the PTZ calibration, you can do the night vision, which is the blue button, smart night vision. There's also a loud siren. I don't want to do that. It's almost like 9 o'clock at night, or 9 or 10 o'clock. And then there's the album. So I'm going to click on albums, and you can see there I have a video on the left hand side, and I have a picture on the right hand side. That's a screenshot I just took a few minutes ago. And here's the video. You click play. How cool is that, guys? Even though I took a short video, I just want to show you an example. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead and back up. And now let me go ahead and show you what it looks like on the 10-inch IPS display, which is very, very cool. If you don't want to, if you maybe find the app too complicated and whatnot, or if you don't want to just use your phone or your tablet, you have the convenience of a 10-inch IPS display to view all of your cameras all at the same time during a live, viewing them live. So let me go ahead and switch that. Alright guys, so once you go ahead and plug in the power supply into the 10-inch IPS display and plug in your little handy mouse that you see right here that comes with the unit, you can see my camera is already live, as I just showed you just a minute ago earlier in the application. It's very cool. So if you hover over to camera number 1, you double click on that, you double click on any camera that you want to make it full screen, and if you double click again anywhere on the screen, it goes back to the original settings, which in this case it's the 4 camera setup, unless you buy 5, 6, or up to 10 cameras total with with this model of a security camera system, which is the SC37. So if you want to make, say for example, camera number 2 full screen, You just double click on that, and as you can see, I am all the way upstairs and these cameras are installed downstairs. Again, this is a temporary installation, it's nothing permanent, just to show you guys how good of a quality this 10-inch display works, and what kind of a what you should expect before buying this security camera system, just to give you a heads up. So I'm going to go ahead back here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on camera number 1, double click on that, and as soon as you move the mouse, you can see that if on the bottom left, you can click on that to go back to, say, see here, you can view 10 cameras at the same time. That's if you have purchased extra cameras, up to 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on the 4 cameras right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and click make camera number 1 full screen. Oops, there you go. Now if you wanna change the brightness, you can click on that. You can, if you want to change the sound, if you want to toggle the sound on and off, that's the button right there, the 3rd button. And if you want to zoom in, and it's asking me to log in, you just click log in, click OK, and now you can see the plus and the minus on the bottom right. You can see how close I can zoom into that, and you can zoom in actually up to 10x, which is pretty cool on a security camera system. So I'm going to go ahead and back out. If you want to talk to the person, you can click on that, and that's how you talk to the person. Or if you want to pan, tilt, and zoom the camera, you just click on this, on the last icon right here, the 6th one. Oops, the 6th one. And as you can see here, I'm going to be able to move the camera. You can see how responsive this camera is, regardless it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th camera. So there you go. If you want to aim up, there you go. And if you want to aim down, maybe there's something crawling down in the basement or something or whatnot. As you can see, I have this temporary setup sitting on the chair right there. But yeah, I think you guys get the point. So if you wanna, then here's some more settings. You can change the speed, you can change the focus, you can zoom in and out. You can, I guess you can take a tour. There's automatic tracking. I turned that option on. It was actually off by default. I'm not sure what these settings are, but then here's the PTZ calibration right here. I haven't messed with that. I didn't need to, be honest, but I really like what I'm seeing here from CamCamp, guys. This is the model SC37. And again, I'm going to go ahead and double click on that screen while it's in full screen. As you can see, I actually gave it the names by default: Cam 1, Cam 2 right here, and this is Cam 3 on the bottom left. And camera number 4 is on the right hand side. You can see how clear this is. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and click on camera number 3, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the PTZ, and let's just say we want to zoom in onto these signs, and see, there we go. So now I'm going to go move left, just to give you guys an idea. You can see, actually, you can actually read that text. Please keep this door closed at all times for the safety of all residents. So there you go. I just wanted to read that real quick. I'm going to double click to get out of that, to go back into the 4-screen setup. So yeah, I think this is a very great camera setup. It's very easy to use. If you don't have Wi-Fi, you can just use this 10-inch IPS display, which was great. Again, you can have up to 4 cameras or up to a maximum of 10 cameras using this SC37 model from CamCamp. So which having 10 cameras around your business or your house, that would be pretty nice. So you'd have cameras set up in the front and the back and both sides of the house. And heck, you might even have one all the way in the backyard and all the way in the front of the yard, however you want to do it. But the thing is, you can have up to 10 cameras giving you peace of mind day and night, and recording into this 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is built into this 10-inch display right over here. It's actually in the back of the unit, so for much more convenience. And if you have Wi-Fi, that's even better. So then you have the best of both worlds. Honestly, you can use this 10-inch display, or if you're not near it, or if maybe you're going down, maybe you're leaving the house, or maybe you're on vacation, you have the convenience of using the free app that they provide, which is the Cloud Eye 365. And so you can view what's going on your house or your business, or wherever you install these security cameras, and see what's going on, and have a good idea what's going on, or if anybody's messing with your stuff, So if you guys enjoy this type of content, Please give me a thumbs up if you found any benefits in this video at all. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you can share out this video, I would really appreciate that. And if you are new to the channel, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you guys anything, but it really helps me out with the way YouTube works. And if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop me a line right down below. And I usually get back to everyone that's asking a question or anything, maybe some questions, maybe something I forgot to mention or whatnot. But thank you again so much for CamCamp for sponsoring my channel again. And thank you guys so much for watching. I tried to make this video as short as possible, but sometimes you just have to elaborate on this technical stuff. So I tried not to go into it too deep, So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next review. Have an awesome one. Stay safe.